Welcome to Therapy Through Cards. Welcome to your pick a card reading this evening. This pick a card reading is a very special one. It is dedicated to my mom, who recently passed away. As you can see, we've got some objects here, and they all belong to my mom. So they're very special, and I absolutely adore them. So I decided to put them on these decks of cards for you to choose. So the reading today is going to be about your October predictions, like what is happening in October. Let's get an idea of the energy. Let's see what messages Spirit wants to bring through. Okay. This is exciting. I really love the energy of this reading, especially maybe it's because of the objects that I've used. There's something really, really spiritual tonight. Like the energy is like super, super spiritual. Like I feel almost like your guides, my guides, everyone's guides are here dancing around the piles of these cards. So it's very special, and it might be a little bit emotional for me. But nonetheless, I'm so excited to get your messages for October, your predictions. Let's see what wants to come through. Choose your pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. All right, let's start with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the key and the lock. Okay, so this key and this lock was belonged to my mom's letterbox. So I was like, I am not throwing this out. This is absolutely amazing. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to find something that I want to lock up and protect. I haven't found what it is yet, but I will. Right now, it's just like laying on my mom's desk. I've kind of made a little shrine with her desk, and it's like an old-fashioned desk. It's really cool, and you open the lid, and it's got this like different secret departments, and the drawers are even really secretive. I think it's a desk where you write letters on, but nonetheless, I've like decorated that desk with all her precious belongings, and her ashes are on there as well. So beautiful. You guys chose the key and the lock. Okay, so this gives me already a bit of insight into, I feel like your energy. For some reason, what's coming through is like you may be quite locked up, all right, at the moment. You're like, your energy is locked up. You may be a little bit more reserved. The tarot card that is coming to me is the Hermit card, which is interesting because my mom was a Virgo, so the Hermit represents Virgo. But I try not to keep like referencing my mom, but because these are objects, I may not be able to help that. But so let's just say this reading's messages from me and my mom. Oh, that's so special. So there is something here that is going to be unlocked in October for you. I'm not even showing you it. Sorry. Here we are. Yeah. So what is coming to my mind is that something's going to be unlocked in October. Something really special. There may be this, because I am getting like this air of like something that you've locked up yourself. Okay. And this could be anything. We'll have a look what the cards have to say. But it's almost giving me this, Spirit is giving me this vision that you are not even speaking about it. Like the zip on your mouth, that is the vision I'm getting. So you're not even talking about it. But I feel like whatever you've been keeping to yourself, okay, or hidden away, maybe in like last month, is going to be revealed in October. Like it even could be something that's revealed to you. But for some reason, I think it's both. I think something's going to be revealed to you, or you're going to be revealing something in the month of August. Why did I say August? It's October. Maybe something that I always watch what comes out of my mouth, guys, because honestly, Spirit likes to just throw words out of my mouth that I don't even mean to say. So something may have, okay, all right. So you guys, what did you do in August? Because you have something that happened in August is going to come back in October. And and it's almost like Spirit is giving me the energy of like a can of worms being opened up, and it's good energy, it's not bad energy. All right, so maybe there's something that you worked on in August, or something that wasn't fully put together in August is going to make a lot of sense in October. But things are being revealed in October, and I'm so excited. Because this is just, I'm just feeling hush hush with this lock and this key. If you guys have been feeling like, it does say back gate, but it's not the back gate, it's that letterbox. Interesting. See, even this is a little bit of a mystery. Like, it's not even meaning what it is actually used for. So I don't know even if you guys are tricking people, or I think people may assume something about you, but it's actually not correct. And then finally you let the truth come through, or some sort of truth will be revealed in October. I definitely feel like that. Someone may represent this key. Okay, so I do feel like as well, messages that are coming through, this is like a channel message, by the way. I am channeling a lot with these objects because I'm getting a lot when I touch them, which is interesting. So this lock here, all right, represents opportunities, I feel here, all right? And then in October, you're going to find the key that helps you best bring these opportunities out into the open for you to kind of like access. Like, this lock and this key is like accessing opportunities that maybe you wanted in August. August is significant, so pay attention to what happened in August, because whatever happened in August is coming back in October, but I think it's in a good way. It's not like the past coming to haunt you or anything, okay? I just think whatever happened in August played a big role, and I think the key is going to be handed to you in October. Yeah, wow, okay. Thanks, Mom. All right, let's get some cards. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to get all your cards. I feel like I'm going to put that over here. All right, let's see what's happening in October. I'll see if I can get any more channels. But we're going to get all your cards on camera. Pile number 1, what's happening in October? Let me tap into your energy. Yeah, Okay, all right. I am getting, honestly, there's this energy of like, I can't figure it out. Like, you guys not being able to figure something out, or not really getting the full story, or there's something left unfinished or unsaid. It's that kind of energy. And it's finally, it's all coming full circle in October, which is great. So if you haven't been able to finish or complete something in October, that's definitely going to happen. I feel October for you is going to be a really happy, positive, uplifting month. Maybe the previous months have been a little bit mysterious, a little bit, I honestly feel like you were more introverted energy, or more preoccupied in a sense about something, or it's almost like you were in your head a lot in the last previous months, whereas now it's almost like, oh, my mind is clear, or I now know how to move forward. I found the key finally in October, but for some reason Spirit's saying that someone's going to hand you a key, not like literally, but it's just going to help. Things are going to open up for you in October. Expansiveness is coming through. I feel you have a lot that's going to be handed to you in October, okay? And I think it's like people are going to be generous to you in October, whether that's like giving you resources, or whether that's just their time that they're giving you, or they believe in you. Like, people are on your side in October, pile number 1. This is really, really nice. It's got a really nice energy. I am just giving you 2 rows of cards. I just literally saw a vision of someone riding a bicycle. Some of you guys may like riding your bike, but you haven't been able to ride it for a while. It's giving me that sense. Also with bicycles, I always get this sense of I'm allowed to move. I'm going to explore. My watch just vibrated. So get out there. Get out and maybe do some exercise. I think it will really prove to be good for you. Get out of hiding. Get out of having to try to... Almost, it's giving me this energy of you've been so in your head that you're trying to work your life out. And it's like Spirit just wants you to get out of your head into your body and start moving your body. And then I feel like things will just suddenly come to you. All the answers that you've been wanting. You're an interesting part number one. Usually my part ones aren't that interesting. I'm going to be honest, but you guys are. That sounded so mean, but that's what I'm feeling tonight. All right, I'm just going to get you an archetype card and we're going to have a look at your cards. And I'm going to give you one more card that's going to be your dominant card. And we're going to see what's going to happen, what's coming through, events, situations, energies. Wow. We have a few that have turned over for you, as you can see. I'm just going to get you one of these. So these, I've already got you one of these cards, but this card that I'm going to pull over is going to be like your dominant card. It's your main energy for October. Because I don't have little intuitive messages, I thought I'd just use a card to be your dominant energy for October. So let's see what it is. Teacher. Ooh. All right. There's a lot of books here. I can already see in your other card here. This kind of tells me that some of you guys have been studying. I feel like you've been studying, you've been trying to figure things out, you've been really studying maybe a topic of your interest, learning to be better at something. This is in the previous months. And I sense here with the teacher, which is interesting, is that you're finally qualified, or you'll finally have the knowledge that you need or that you've wanted to absorb. Okay, it's kind of giving me this energy of you have graduated. So some of you guys literally could be graduating in October. But there's this level of you guys are now specialized. Congratulations. You no longer need to study or keep learning. You have all the knowledge you need. Maybe October is about applying the knowledge that you've learned or you've gained in a practical way. Okay, and I think that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for you. People may seek out for your knowledge because they definitely feel here that you have a lot to offer. You have a lot that you know about a subject or a topic or just something here. Okay, maybe some of you guys have been students. Maybe you've been working your ass off. It's just so much knowledge that wants to come out of you. And it's interesting because the card that I got for you was the Hermit card, wasn't it? Bara, Hermit, yeah. Hermit's like going within and connecting all the dots through, you know, your past experiences and try to figure out how you can grow from everything that you've been through and far out. You don't need to do that anymore. Okay, you've got a lot of life experience and you've got a lot to teach other people through what you've gone through in your experiences. Especially this year, I feel like for you, there's like a heaviness coming towards me, and it's not a sense of heavy, weighed down, carrying a burden. It's like you have gone within and worked through some heavy experiences or lessons that I always say my partner always says that. I sound so weird. And now I'm like aware of it when I say when I'm meant to say your doesn't even sound right now. Okay, sorry. But self-awareness for you has skyrocketed, like far out. You have learned so much about yourself. And it's interesting because I think that's going to really benefit you in October. But let's have a look at your cards. So you have to think, let's have a look at the cards that turned over because they are the cards that want to be seen. They're the pick me cards. So you got 3, which is quite a bit. You have the door to personal healing and happiness. And it's interesting that you have a door because you had the key, right? I think you're opening the door of personal healing and happiness. Like, yeah, the overall energy was really good, optimistic. You're feeling good within yourself because you understand some hard truths or hard experiences that life has thrown at you this year. And because I always feel like in this card, there's a little dove there. Can you see? It's like doves always represent peace. So you're feeling peace within yourself, okay? Or about certain lessons that you've learned, which is great. So that definitely tells me that you've grown so much this year. And it's next to the thinking woman, far out. Like, you've been thinking about life, thinking about maybe where you want your life to go or how you would like to live life. Like, this card, this lady, she's reflective as hell. She needs to understand why things are happening in her life. She doesn't just go around her life numb or oblivious to how life is affecting her. Okay, she's very, very aware. She's very aware of her reactions and how life is impacting on her. And that's good, because that will help you understand who you're meant to become, who you really are in this life, who you want to be, and how you want to enjoy life to your full potential, especially next to the healing and happiness. So you're finding a lot of happiness in October, but it's because you've explored and discovered parts about yourself that I think are really gonna come to the surface in October. Like, you're finally gonna realize what you've thought about yourself and how it is going to change your external life. And when I mean external life, I mean just like your surroundings, your outer world. Like, it's going to shift because you've done some really deep inner work, because your outside environment or reality is all because of what's going on within yourself. And what's been going on within yourself has been very busy, has been full on, has been like, I can just feel it. It's like, whew, you've really been trying to understand the world and where you fit in, which is beautiful. So then we have the deserving card. So, oh my God, I just feel like people are going to be showering you with gifts for some reason with this card. Immediately when I looked at it, I was like, people are going to want to give you their time. People are going to want to give you, it's almost like I'm channeling this card, and it's like people want to sit down and have a really good chat with you. People can relate to you. People want to let you into their inner worlds because they can sense that you've been doing that with yourself. And so much can come out of those conversations when we have those real deep, in-depth chats about life and everything that has to do with life. Like, the real deep shit, okay? I kind of feel you're going to have some deep chats with people, and it's going to benefit not just you, but other people. And by that, in turn, people want to help you, or people want to be a part of your life. So I feel like that's going to give you a lot of opportunities or open a lot of different paths, and you just choose which one you want to go on. But people are going to give you things, I feel, okay? And you may just get a lot of people want to be around you. Let's keep going. Shine your light. I love it. Yeah, you're shining in October. I think this is just about you being more authentic and just coming out of your shell a bit, because I feel like the last couple of months you haven't really, not because you don't want to be around people, not because you don't want to just be in the moment, but I think you've been in your head a lot. And now it's like, okay, I can finally get out and see what all these changes are going to occur now, because I've shifted my perception about things. Because when your perception changes, your life changes, you know? I definitely feel like maybe some of you guys are drifting away from people that you know now no longer want to associate with because there's just been some internal shifts. Maybe you don't get along with them anymore, or maybe you've just outgrown them. There's definitely the sense of outgrowing interests that you used to have. And in October, you're going to find new interesting things, I tell you, because you've changed. I guess it's so exciting, pile number one. I love your energy. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And what came under the Ten of Pentacles, deserving. And Ten of Pentacles is like inheritance. You may actually get an inheritance. Your parents may want to give you something, or we have prosperity, family. So like I said before, I felt like people want to give you things. So your family could be wanting to reach out and give you things. Doesn't have to be family, but nonetheless, the Ten of Pentacles tells me that the gifts that are going to be given to you are going to last the test of time. They're also going to be able to help you build maybe the kind of dream life that you want, right? It's something that stays in your life for the rest of your life, if you get what I mean. It's not something that will come in and then just be taken away from you. It's pretty beautiful. Also with the Ten of Pentacles, just because of this Ten of Pentacles, we do have a couple or a relationship. So there could be about you focusing on a relationship in October. Maybe making that relationship a little bit more stronger and preparing for the future in some way. Okay, because I kind of feel like this thought and this deep reflection it's made you realize of like, what do you really want your life to look like? What do you really want in your life? Ten of Pentacles is legacy. So maybe some of you guys are finally realizing the legacy that you want to leave behind. There's just so much stuff, the shifts that have changed within you, and it's gonna really far out. It's just gonna shift your environment. Let's keep going. Yeah, like abundance. That's the Ten of Pentacles, abundance. So you could be given money. Like that was my first instinct. Okay. And my watch just vibrated. Huh. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see your archetype. The Prince. Yes, the Prince. Romantic charm and potential for power. So this could be a lover or a potential crush that wants to come in and like give you these flowers. Then we have flowers, and she has flowers, which is beautiful. They kind of look like his flowers. Oh my God, Spirit, really? Don't those flowers look like his flowers? So guys, a prince or a princess may be coming in and try to like, you know, charm you off your feet. It's almost giving me this vibe that people are going to come to you in October and be like, where have you gone? I missed you. I need to be with you. Also sensing that some of you guys, if you haven't been socializing, your presence has been missed by people. And in October, you're going to be like bombarded by people that love you, or you're going to find out who really cares about you, or who really wants to pursue something with you, or who really wants to just be with you, okay? And you deserve this, all right? You deserve it so much with the deserving here, okay? So I would take it. I would take any sort of offers. I think they're really good for you. Wow. Divine light, Holy Spirit. I think this is just your evolving spiritually. It almost gives me that energy of shining your light. This is you shining your light. And you have Spirit's support with you just because it's divine light. So your light is divine. Oh my God, of course it is. That's why you're attracting all these people to you in October. Which is really nice because it just tells me the light that you're shining is authentically yourself, because your true self is coming through. Your true, yeah, far out. Beautiful. Oh my God, look at this light. Radiance, joy. You far out. You're going to be so magnetic and so freaking attractive to anything that you let into your energy or let into your presence. So I think maybe at first you're going to be a little bit startled because you've been within yourself. But I think you'll, because of the shifts in your mind and the growth that you've done within yourself, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You'll be strong enough to kind of handle the attention. And also just make sure you're discriminating. Like if you want your time alone, make sure you let people know that, okay? I don't think they're going to get offended if you say no, or if you reschedule, if you just want to pace out the amount of invitations that are going to come in. But you are radiating. Look at this. You're like a bee. Why did I say bee? But just because they're so yellow. But they are, I feel like you're the honey. Yeah, you're honey. You're honey to bees. But you're not honey to bees, you're honey to people. Interesting. You're the nectar. That's what I was meant to say. Wow, I love how bright October's gonna be for you guys. I feel like you're just trust your intuition. Go and do what you find interesting. Follow like your intrigue, and it's gonna lead you to people and situations that are going to be a little bit unforgettable. I think you're going to have some moments, pile number 1, in October that are going to be unforgettable, that really impact on your memory for years to come. Circle of eternal joy, timelessness, dance of life, dancing. We've got joy next to joy. Can you see this? Joy and eternal joy. So much happiness, joy, October. Like, you've earned this. I think some of the other months have been very serious, and like you've just trying to break maybe some bad habits or some patterns or maybe some karma. But now you're here to go and dance. Maybe actually go out and go dancing. Maybe that's where you're going to meet some admirers. But this is a great month for putting yourself out there and being quite attractive. If you guys are single and wanting to find someone that you're compatible with, far out. This is like the best month for you. Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. I immediately feel like this is enlightenment. Okay, this is awakening because it's under the thinking woman. You have become enlightened. If you don't feel like that, I honestly want you to go. For some reason, Spirit is telling me for you to do this. Go and do some journaling session. Write about life as it is right now. Reread what you've written, and you will freaking blow your mind with what you've written about yourself, about life. Okay? Because I think you've gone through some changes, and it's going to be evident in October. And when you write it on a piece of paper and you read it back to yourself, you're like, okay, yes, this shit. Like, what if I just written? Like, I didn't think this way before, and now I've just read something that doesn't even sound like me. So Uranus just tells me big shifts and changes I think are already happening, and the payoff and the benefit of this is gonna, oh my god, October is gonna be so exciting for you, so eventful. People are gonna want to come and like listen to your insights, your reflections, things that you've really thought about. So let's get your little intuitive messages. These are just messages, general messages, okay? This could be what's happening in October or things that we've talked about. Let's see. And I will tell you how I feel in your energy, because I think that's really important to tell you guys, because how I feel is what I honestly feel is gonna be your energy in October. I feel so alive. I feel like I have so much energy. I feel like I could take on the world. I feel like my cup is completely full, but it wasn't. I want to tell you that. Like, I can sense that this is your inner work, your inner journal. My God, guys, Spirit wants you to journal. I just said journal and I was meant to say journey. You've gone through some like spiritual enlightening journey, okay, this year. And October is really where you shine. Let's get some more. Oh, look at that. Look at the card that's come through. Face your fears of you. You've done that. This is how you've done. The healing, the happiness. All right, let's see before you finish your reading. Oh, complicated. All right. I think you're quite complicated. I'm not going to lie. I don't think this is something that you are experiencing is complicated. maybe in the past. I do sense here, guys, with the lock and the key, it's almost like a puzzle. Like I have to find the right key to fit into this. And you found the key that unlocks some really profound truths about yourself, and maybe you're going to let other people unlock some parts of yourself, because I do sense like overall you may be a little bit more reserved, but I think there's going to be parts of yourself that are going to come out and like shock people. But this just tells me complicated in a good way, all right? There are so many levels and layers to you, and you should be proud of that, okay? And then, oh my God. Oh, wait, where's the mega attraction? Oh my God, of course you're going through an ego death. Mega attraction. You are going to be so freaking, like, people are going to be drawn to you. You're going to even know why. Maybe you just like let go of like negative, heavy energy, and that's why people are coming into you, like coming around you, wanting your attention. Ego death. And it's kind of like on the divine light, the Holy Spirit, radiance. Archangel Yophiel is with you, by the way. Yeah, you guys have like finally realize that things that used to matter to you don't matter anymore. That's what I get with the ego death, okay? We can so be in our head and expect so much of the world and people, and then we have an internal shift within ourselves, and we become self-aware, and we're like, fuck, that doesn't matter at all. Why was I like worried about that? What? Like, this is, you're like heavy into making meaning of your life. Face your fears and moved on. Yeah, you've moved on. You've moved on for your fears, okay? Someone needs to leave your life. Oh my God, maybe you left someone. Okay, guys, if someone has recently left your life, this reading is definitely for you. Wow, okay. I think someone, if it's not literally someone that you were in a relationship with, it's just their energy that was like holding you down, maybe has left your energy, because we can be energetically tied to people of the past that we don't even know. Like, their energy could still be in our energy field, and I feel for some reason you facing your fears, because it's next to the fear card, has let this energy go. So well done. And that's because of the ego death that you've done. I don't think you don't fear or worry about things. You're not going to do that in October. You are now like the divine light, and you're just reaping in what you deserve because of your energy. This is really beautiful. Pile number 1. I'm going to leave your amazing reading here. If anything resonated in this reading, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you like my style of reading, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for future readings. Okay, let's get into pile number 2. Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We're going to have a look at what October is going to bring you. We're going to have a look at the energy surrounding the month of October, what messages Spirit wants to share with you. If you don't know, this reading is dedicated to my mom. I did say that in the intro. She passed away. And these are all her beautiful belongings that I found, and I've like put them on her desk. I've made her like a little altar. And I found her tarot cards. Oh my God, she had two sets of tarot cards. And it was really interesting how I found them, because I found one of her tarot decks, which is on her altar that I've created for her, in her pot that I've got. Like, she put it in a really deep pot. It was quite a funny find. I was going to use her cards, but then I thought, no, that's just too much energy of her. I wouldn't be able to handle it. But we have here this beautiful, it's almost like a crystal ball. I like to say that. It actually did have a stand, but I think the stand just like got lost or misplaced. I haven't been able to find the stand. But I kind of just like it like that, actually. It's really heavy, by the way. Far out. So I'm trying to, it does kind of give me this like idea of like being able to see the future, or being able to see something before it happens. So some of you guys, what is coming through, okay, I'm already channeling, is that maybe you've had an inkling, or you've had a insight, or you just getting this premonition about something that's going to happen, or a set of events that's going to work its way out. And you're right, by the way. Okay, if you have, the first instance that Spirit, the example that Spirit has just shown me is like, if you feel like someone isn't being real with you, you're right. So there's this sense of heightened intuition I am sensing with this object that I'm touching, by the way, right now. Trust your gut, because there's something that's going to be, it's almost like in October, there's going to be an event or something that's going to be revealed, and you're going to be like, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen, or I knew this person was going to do that. Like, far out. You guys are highly psychic, pile number 2. I don't know if you trust your intuition enough or give it enough credit, because you should. You are pretty switched on. All right, you can read people really well. You could honestly make this a career or something. Like, Spirit's just like giving me that. Like, you're so good at knowing. Like, Spirit just keeps giving me this image of you're talking to a person and you just know the life that they're going to live in the next 2 months. Just by what they've said to you, by their energy. You know what they need to help them, but I don't know whether you really want to help them, because I guess it depends on the relationship with that person. But you're definitely empaths. You're definitely highly intuitive, but more psychic. Like, you guys could be, it's almost like you have spiritual gifts that you need to really develop and that are a little bit unseen to you. Like, you may just think of it as, oh, I can read people, you know, I'm like intuitive. But you're more than that. You're more than intuitive, guys. If you practice meditation, or you practice really leaning a little bit more into your intuition, and my phone is my phone is saying, relax, breathe with me. Oh God, do your reading. If you sat and just breathed and really tapped into someone's energy, I think you will surprise yourself even more. Okay, that just came through. So let's get your cards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle on camera, and we're going to see what's happening in October. But you know more than what a lot of people know, okay, about themselves. But yeah, Spirit just keeps telling me that there is something here about you being, oh, I knew that was going to happen. And also, if you guys are, apply this to yourself, not just other people. Like, if there's something like a job role that you're going after, trust your intuition. Is it for you? I think you can see how it's going to play out. Like, this is great for if you're really into manifestation, because I think having a high intuition really, and being able to adapt to different energy frequencies really, really works well for manifestation. So if there's something that you're manifesting, get into the energy of it. Really see yourself there, having achieved what it is. Oh, you got the moon. Far out. Intuition. Seriously, you could have so much more in your life if you trusted your intuition and if you embodied the energy that you want to attract into your life. I am sensing. You guys are so good at it. My attention keeps going to this amethyst crystal on my dressing table over there. So get some amethyst, guys, because I cannot stop looking at it. And I'm like, oh, why am I looking at that for like 1 minute? Yeah. Spirit will sometimes like move my gaze to things around my room. It's interesting. even to like, oh my God, I know why Spirit is saying this. Sorry guys, I get really passionate because I'm like, why Spirit bring me to that attention? Okay, so I'll tell you a story because I think it's relevant for you. So when I'm out walking, or when I'm really kind of like in the moment, just observing my surroundings, like the example would be going for a walk, you know, I'm looking around, I'm looking at the cars that are going past, I'm looking at the birds, I'm looking at the trees, the cracks in the footpath, you know, but my gaze always goes, okay, this is interesting. I walk and I see where my eyes want to go. You know, I always, okay, this is going to sound crazy, but sometimes I see where my head's going to turn. Like, do you always wonder why you turned your head to look at a number plate? Or why you turned your head to look at the bird on the roof? Or why you turned your head to look left rather than right? Because Spirit wants to get your attention. And sometimes I will be like, my head will be turned to a specific number plate because there's maybe like 888. Like, that's the number I see all the time, guys. But for you, it could be a different number. It could be like 111 or 333. Sometimes I will have my head, like, I'm like, this is not like some sort of like Spirit trying to move my head or some shit. It's more about, I just see where my energy naturally wants my body to move, you know? I'm like, in the moment, I'm walking. Like, when you walk, guys, you're almost like in a trance because you're just walking, you know? Like, you're trying to not get in your head, and then you finally realize you're looking at the gutter on the side of the road, and then there's a lady beetle there, and you're like, oh my God, of all the places that I could have been looking, I looked down there on the gutter and I saw a lady beetle. So the reason I am saying this is because this is something you need to pay attention to. I think Spirit is trying to lead you somewhere in October. Really wants you to see the signs, to see, Spirit will be speaking to you through signs, okay? So everything that you see in your external environment is not a mistake. You guys need to pay attention, all right? And join the dots, because I think Spirit has a message for you. I think this is to do with your purpose. I think this is to do with the profound spiritual shifts that are happening with you. Like, this whole reading is insanely, I did say this at the introduction. I said I feel very spiritual, and I don't know whether this is because my mom's energy is coming through, but this is just a spiritual development to like new heights. Like, people are learning like amazing, deep things about themselves and growing exponentially, and it's just really humbling to be in, okay? So you guys may want to take some walks. If you're not a walker, just pay attention to where your eyes are drawn to, because Spirit is trying to communicate with you in October. And if you see things, okay, that you're like, wow, put it in the comments. Come back to this video and put it in the comments, because I'd be fascinated to know. Yeah. What else for pile number 2, Spirit? What's happening in October? What's coming in? All right, some of you guys are going to get a love letter, all right? It doesn't, like, when I get love letter, it doesn't have to be a literal letter. It just could be like a text message, or someone's like, from maybe someone that you love, or maybe someone that you're already in a relationship with. But there are some nice, loving, romantic gestures coming your way in October. You know, it could just be love of who you are as a person. I think you're such a beautiful soul. Like, pile number 2, you have, oh my God, you're just authentic. You're authentic. Look at that. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. I try not to look at the cards when I'm channeling. We're just going to get one more card, and I'm going to stop blubbering. I love this Moon card. I cannot stop looking at it. Oh my god, guys. You are my sidekicks, my I'm almost getting like wounded healer. Like you are like on a different energy frequency than most people. And people need you. So let's have a look. Let's see. I am going to get a dominant card for you before we have a look at your cards and get into your messages, what's happening in October, the energy. I am going to get this card. So this card is going to be like the dominant energy, the overall theme of October. So pay attention to this card. What do you want to share, Spirit? I think Spirit really wants to share a lot with you. Pile number 2. Be of service. Oh my god. Yeah, you have so much value to give the world, okay? And whatever you're doing, people can rely on you. I do sense that here, okay? But you're here to give your knowledge, your Spirit just keeps bringing me back to, like, you know something that other people don't know. Or you could solve a problem quicker just because of your hindsight, because you can see you're 5 steps ahead, pile number 2. Like, I sometimes get this weird energy where I'm like talking to someone and I can just feel their soul. And I'm just gonna tell you, like, sometimes this is a negative way, okay? This is a negative energy that I pick up sometimes, but sometimes I can seriously feel the emptiness and the loneliness from someone that I'm talking to. And I know that we're all projections, right? Like, we're all projections. So, like, I'm only seeing their loneliness because I can identify that loneliness within myself, right? But I'll own that loneliness, you know? Like, or it's because I can identify because I have been lonely before. It may not be that I'm lonely at that point when I can sense that from someone, but you guys are super good at like feeling other people's emotions. So let's put it in a positive way. Like if you're having a conversation with someone and they tell you their problems, right? They tell you a problem, you're like, oh, I can see how you can solve this. You can just see it. You can see what they need. You can see how they can solve their problem or how they can feel better. You just know through the type of personality they are, the energy that they're vibrating off. Like, this is huge. Like, this is giving me like, fuck, you are so good. People need you. Pile number 2. And I'm not like exaggerating here. Far out. Like, I need you. I need you to go and help people. Like, you're the angels of this earth right now. So you could be really putting your skills, your spiritual gifts into action, whether that's just indirectly. But I know you can't help everyone, pile number 2, but just maybe help the people that you feel drawn to or you feel like they are of value to you, okay, or that you connect with them, okay? We can't go out being angels to everyone. That will just drain our energy and we'll just be like, we won't have any energy for ourselves, okay? So you're being of service, you're helping the world, you're helping people in October. Aries, the radical, active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, fiery, exhilarating, on a mission. I do get this energy, Aries, for you guys. You could be an Aries, by the way, but you're making, this is a radical, so this is a radical change. Aries for me is ruled by Mars, so there's just so much energy behind Aries. There's just so much, it gives me this feeling of I can go out there and I can complete any mission or I can complete any work at hand. So you guys may be getting a surge of, I feel like, just like extra energy from spirit to go out there and complete the work that you need to get done. Definitely, there's going to be no problem. You may be actually carrying a lot more work than you think you can handle just because you've been given more energy because you're a valuable person and people need you to help them out, which is great. Okay, so lots of active energy in October, lots of fiery passion and going after and making things happen, which is beautiful. And I love it because it's next to the moon, because the moon is such a passive energy. It's like such a, I don't want to come out tonight. I just want to like stay up all night, and then when the sun comes up, I just want to go to bed. Most people are asleep when it's nighttime, right? How can you really help people at night? Unless you're on social media, I guess. I guess there are some night jobs. But majority, like, shit happens in the day when the sun is shining. And this, I just love how you got Aries, because Aries is like, they thrive through the day, I tell you. I'm so excited for you, October. Let's just keep going, because if I just dwell on one card, I won't be able to finish the rest. Healer of the ages, you're a healer next to the moon. My God, I am like surprising myself when I shouldn't be surprised. But you know when you say something and then the cards clarify and you're just like, okay, I'm stunned. I'm so great. And I love this card because sometimes I get confused with this card. It's just because of the image, because I think it's like the Magician. The Magician, but it's not the Magician card, but I always feel like that. Some oracle cards will like remind me of tarot cards. I love that. So we have the Magician here, the healer of the ages. You're here to heal. If you don't think you have healing capacities, you do. Go and explore them, guys. You're here to change the world in a really positive way. Animal communication, service again. What are you doing? Put in the comments. Like, are you already a spiritual healer? Are you already changing their lives? Do you guys give like a product that like helps people? Are you therapists? Are you... I do... Like, this card here is like activism, so you could be like seriously tied to a cause that you're really, really passionate about in October with Aries. It's like you're fighting for rights, people. That's what I get with this card. Something that you believe in strongly and passionately. Seriously, put it out there, because it's going to get the best attention. It's going to be really good. We need it. Animal communication, though. I love this. It's interesting because we had a dove in pile number 1, and I really paid attention to that dove, and it was all about peace. So you want to bring peace. You don't want to bring havoc. You don't want to bring controversial energy. You just really want people to come back to the basics. And when I say basics, it's like love, peace, just like gratitude, like those simplistic virtues, which I have like freaking I'm practicing right now. Like, since losing my mom, there is just so much gratitude that I have right now, from having a roof over my head, from having food in the fridge, not having to eat out every freaking day. Like, oh my God, I just like want to cry right now. So simple pleasures. You may not need a lot to be happy, pile number 2. And I'm telling you, that's the best form of happiness. If you don't need a lot of things to be happy, then you're winning at life. And I think that's why spirits put service twice. This is why you need to be out there helping people, giving your service if you have one. Yeah. And this is lovely. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune. You got 2 major arcanas, by the way, in tarot. That's 2 major energies. Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor, I always feel. But the Wheel of Fortune is like big changes as well. It says karma, destiny. And this snake is like, oh, it's like transformation. It's things coming full circle. But I feel for this card, when I look at it more, it's about your destiny is involved, especially next to the service. You may have a big destiny to fulfill. I think you already know that. It gives me the energy of like, I'm on a mission. I just have dreams and I'm going after them, or I have changes I want to see in the world. If you don't feel like that, I think you're going to be pushed into the spotlight in October. You're going to be pushed out there to make changes, even if they're a little bit uncomfortable. But then I feel like once you kind of are pushed out there, you're going to like it and you're going to be like, wow, all right. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm making a positive impact. This is awesome. This is what I'm meant to do. This is my destiny. You are here in October and like the months that follow October to fully make an impact, because you will. Child magical. Oh my. And the seeker card. Okay. I know. I get so excited when I look at the cards. Child magical with the moon tells me that you have psychic abilities. Child magical is basically, it's spiritual gifts, okay? You may have the clairs, meaning you clairsentient, clairaudient, claircognizant, I can never say that one, but your energy is magical, healing to people, but psychic as hell. You may already be practicing psychic gifts of yours. But let's read it. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. The belief, you're going to have so much belief in what it is that you want to share with the world in October. Belief with Aries is like freaking hell. Aries is like self-belief to the max. I love it. If you have Aries in a reading, your confidence is going to be lifted up. If you're a little bit quieter, or if you're a little bit being in the background, that's what happened in October for you. I'm sorry. Okay, even I do sense for a lot of you guys, you'll be forced to get out of your comfort zone, but then you're going to realize that that's what you wanted all along. We have to seek out, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. You want the truth, okay? And that tells me here with the St. Francis and the healer and the moon and the child magica, you want nothing but the truth, okay? Anything fake, anything false, anything old, anything that just like you don't dwell with, or you don't even care about, is just going out the window, right? You're seeking for more in life, more things that don't cost money. By the way, this here, I know we have the car here on the Aries, but I think that's more about drive. It's not about material possessions, okay? You know that material possessions don't make a person happy, ultimately, deep down. Oh my God. I keep getting so surprised by your reading, and I shouldn't be. But can you see that? Angelic assistance. That's you. You're an angel. You're an angel. Pile number 2. Divine guidance, loving support. That's you. That's you. With the healer, you are such an angel to the world, to people. Okay? I think for some of you, there's something that you're already doing or participating in that is really, really helping the lives of others. I think so many more people, like groups, like if you have something on social media, it's impacting the thousands and thousands of lives of people, okay? This is my reading for those that have like YouTube channels that are huge. I know that all of you won't, but like honestly, that was a specific message. You will even maybe get there, I think. You're going to impact masses of people, pile number 2. Because you're meant to. Eclipse in Virgo, reorganization. Choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Oh, lovely. So you are very, very diligent with the duties that you're going to be doing in October, and responsibilities. Like October, there is some responsibilities of yours that you're taking seriously. And it's because you want to, by the way. It's not because you're being forced to. It's because, okay, I have a responsibility to share this knowledge with someone, or use my psychic gifts to help other people, or whatever it is that you have to offer. Okay, whatever you believe in. Also, I forgot to tell you with the animal communication, sometimes I go off track. You can listen to animal spirits. That's what I've got. I definitely feel like my channeling comes from animals or fairies or like elementals. So yeah, you may have animal spirits with you as well. So let's have a look at your last card, pile number 2. Increase. Yes. Increase. This is increase in money, increase like in fortune. especially with the Wheel of Fortune, you're increasing your finances. But like I said before, it's not something that you rely on or you want. There is no ego in your spread, okay? And by the way, I just want to just reiterate pile number 2. Like, this isn't the whole like cult energy where you're going after and you're trying to force everyone to believe in what you believe. No, okay? You don't even care if people convert to your beliefs or listen to what you have to say. You're just doing it because it's your truth and it's what you believe in, and you just feel like you want to express that to the world. And whoever wants to listen will be drawn to you, and you'll make such an impact, okay? So yeah, increase. Wow. Increase in, yeah, I always feel like this is increase in money, increase in fortune. I feel here with the Wheel of Fortune, that's like double fortune. I just think the words that you have to say, or your presence, or your service here is going to reap rewards, okay? You're going to be paid for the energy that you give out, if you get what I mean. Like, you're going to be looked after, so don't worry about that, okay? Wow, pile number 2. Let's get your intuitive messages. What else is happening in October for you? Let's see. I really like the energies of the first 2 piles that I'm reading for. Can't wait to see what pile number 3 has to say. So let's get a little bit more information. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with you. Okay, so we have future. Future is going to be important to you, okay? I think you're creating a future that you desire, a future that is your destiny. I definitely sense that, okay? You also could be going after your future, what you want in the future, like your goals, your desires. What you think others think of you is actually not correct. Wow, I like this card because this card tells me that it underestimates your ability to help people. I think you may be really humble and you may just kind of like do your thing. You don't think it's that effective, but then bang, you get responses from people and you're like, oh wow, I didn't know that I like impacted on that person in that way. So feedback's coming in October of how helpful you are. Self-love is required. Let go of the inner critic. I think you can do this. All right. Maybe this is why you're such an angel to other people. You can help other people with them loving themselves. All right. Because you're able to do that for you. I don't sense this is about you having any sort of inner critic. Maybe you did in the past. Of course you do. It comes in and out. But I think in October, you've got to hold on your inner critic. You're filled with self-love, and that self-love is going to radiate on the world and other people that you're around. Love is closer than you think. Don't give up on finding love. So love, because it's kind of landed on the Wheel of Fortune and the increase, you could be receiving love offer, which is interesting, okay? This basically tells me don't stop loving yourself, because that's going to bring in potential lover for you if you're single, or just more love, like unconditional love from people. I just get like people bowing down to you, or really just like thankful, or really relating to what you have to offer in terms of a service, or just the way you think of life, I feel, okay? So I think I'm going to leave your reading there, pile number 2. Wow, amazing energy. It was just such a privilege to be in your energy. I already feel healed. And I don't know why. So you're my healers. Get out there and change the world. Okay. Let's get into pile number 3. Pile number 3. You're my old souls. Immediately, I touched the deck and I was like, you're my old souls. You've lived a lot of lives. I won't lie, I feel like maybe some of you guys go through a lot, or you've been through a lot this year. Maybe a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles, a lot of like, why me? My God, why is the universe testing me all the time? I can relate to that. I feel like I'm going through that. But there's this great strength and resilience and ability to just be able to to handle all these. I just feel like spirit's just firing bullets at you and you just keep dodging them and you're just like, oh, wow, God, I didn't expect this to happen today, but I'm doing a good job at dodging it, you know, like I do sense a level of tiredness, so watch out for your energy in October. Maybe October is telling you maybe to kind of give yourself a break, preserve your energy, or just work on your energy, work on things that maybe be draining you in the previous months. There is definitely a heaviness here, but it could just be that heaviness of you having experienced a lot of different lives, all right? But that comes with so many benefits, guys, and I'm going to explore that in a minute. I just sense that you guys are so advanced. Like you're wiser than your years. So if you're young, oh my God, you know so many things about life that maybe an older person just cannot grasp. I feel like you may be philosophers, you may be people that just have a lot of wise advice to give people, you know, even though you're so young. I sense that for a lot of you, like you're young and then the words that come out of your mouth are like, what the hell, you're like 18 yet you know about this topic, or you've come up with some really heartfelt words of wisdom. And like the energy, like I'm tapping into your energy the strongest out of the last two piles, which is interesting. And so I'm like connecting to your energy the most. I just kind of feel here with there's so fucking hell. There's like you, oh my God, this is so heavy, heavier than the crystal ball. Your energy is so heavy in a good way, okay? Like you can handle more than you think you can handle, pile number 3. And I think I needed to share that with you because sometimes you find yourself in these predicaments or these situations that are like, what? This is chaos. Like, what the hell? I don't want to be like, Spirit's giving me this image of like you're on the corner or you just came out of some sort of restaurant and there's like a crazy club next door and these drunk women just or men just stumble out of the club and they're like, oh, do you have a lighter? And you're just like, what the hell? But then there's more, like they drag you into this conversation or they drag you into their world of, oh no, so-and-so is like, there's some big issue with a friend of theirs, and then you're just like caught in the middle of like having to save them or help them. And you're like, what? Like you get dragged in, unfortunately, to people's like stupid behavior. I'm just gonna put it frankly. Behavior that is like made of poor decisions, and you're just like, what? I don't know, I don't have time for this. But it's for a reason. Like you're there to help them maybe understand what they were doing was maybe unhealthy, or they were at the wrong place at the, I think like they weren't meant to be where they were meant to be, and I think you were thrown in their path to kind of help them realize that. Like that was a weird vision I got, but I had to say it. So like this is so interesting because this whole reading is about how you're helping people in October, how you're being of service, how you as a person, individual, can really benefit the growth and the helping aid of others. Okay, so I just want to tell you that you may go through a lot more challenges than other people, pile number 3, but it's because you're built for it. You're built for it, and you're here to have harder experiences because of the many lives that you've lived. And you're just, I'm sorry, some people reincarnate to help other people who are not as, like, what's the word, conscious, or having yet to do a lot of spiritual involvement, you know, like every reincarnation we evolve a little bit stronger. And I think you've seriously evolved. Like, you are completely, like, so evolved that you're just like, I'm ready to move on now, like, to my next life or my next reincarnation. Like, I don't think you have another reincarnation, to be honest. I think you're like, I seriously feel like you're so, like, you'll just be gone to be like a spiritual master or something, or like a what do they call it, there's you know, there's angels that are really like, what, oh god, I can't even get my words out for you guys. I can't even like think of, like, ascended masters. Like, I feel like you'll just be you could be a starseed as well. All right, I'm gonna stop blabbering because we'll never get to your cards, but that just came through for you as a channel, and I had to share that with you. You're stronger than you think. I think October, I'm not gonna lie, you may be put in some positions or some situations that are really you're gonna have to navigate. I think you'll be great at it. I think you'll do really well. An example of that is coming through immediately is it may be at work with some work colleagues. There could be some discomfort or some immaturity or just someone being really stupid, and you're gonna have to go in there and be like, to navigate the whole situation. And you just come and diffuse situations. Like, if there was anyone else that was to handle really heavy situations, it would just blow up into even more of a mess. But when you're there, you just like contain the the shit, and then it just like, everyone learns something from it, everyone grows from it, and it's just peaceful. And it's like, oh my god, you're solid for people, pile number 3. You're Gandalf from Harry Potter. So don't worry if sometimes life feels like a struggle. Just know that there is so much. I want you not to buy into it too much, okay? I don't want you to overthink the challenges that you're going through. I think they're a gift from spirit. I know no one wants to hear that, but usually challenges and lessons are here to teach us things. And I think it's interesting for you. I feel like you already know the lessons out of these problems, but you're here to help other people. You go through them to help other people learn the lessons, if you get what I mean, okay? So I wouldn't feel like you need to, okay, how do I explain this? So just say you're going through something really traumatic or full on. Just remove yourself, pile number 3, from that situation. Don't let it stay in your life. I don't think you need to really, I can't believe I'm telling you this not to learn something from it. I would never ever imagine myself to be like, hey, don't learn some lessons out of something difficult. But I feel like you guys have already learned a lot of lessons, and if you were to try to overthink a stressful situation or a toxic situation, you would be even more burdened or be like a little bit more pessimistic. And I don't want you to be pessimistic here, okay? You're built for war, and I don't mean literal war. Or maybe you are a soldier, maybe you are in the defense force, but you're just built for tough conditions. And I want you to see that as something amazing. Like, I really want you to see the benefit of it. Maybe being a little bit less hard on yourself in October, okay? Just going with it. Like, oh my god, thank you, Spirit. Spirit was just telling me, like, if some drama comes in your life, okay? And I feel like you get a lot of unwanted drama that has nothing to do with you. I think you're pretty well put together and like have your shit in order. But the people around you, like, you know how there's those people that drama is just like, you just attract it. And usually people say, oh, you attract what your energy you vibrate. But I don't think that's the case for you. I think Spirit just like places people in your light because you're there to help them on their quest of like evolving their soul. But what Spirit is telling me and then we'll get into your other messages, is that if any sort of drama or heavy challenge comes your way, just roll with it. Like, just don't think so much into it. Go with the flow. Don't try so hard. It's almost like don't feel the resistance of it, because it's not your lessons to learn. It's the other people that you've come across. It's their lessons to learn. But we all need other people to trigger, you know, our soul's evolution, don't we? Okay, we can't just evolve spiritually by ourselves. We need experiences, and I think you're just there for other people. I mean, I know it's not fun, but take that as a gift, or as a duty from spirit. So basically what you can do in October, if you feel you've put in some challenging situations, is just to kind of like, don't buy into the energy too much. You know, don't feel like, oh, I've got to learn something from this, or why me, or, you know, it's nothing to do with you. Okay, you're there actually helping people. So it's pretty amazing, I think. And just know that you're there you're preventing a tough situation from blowing up into something even more chaotic. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. I want to thank you for that. Like, yeah, and I do notice that in life. Like, there are some people with like a thicker skin, or there are people that just like can handle really tough, confronting situations a lot more than other people, and that's you. And I just love how we have lots of different energies and different personalities in the world, because we wouldn't be able to like get through life if everyone was the same energy. Okay, so let's have a look at your cards. Let's get some more information. That was a bit of a channel. Oh, by the way, I will let you know what you chose, because I do feel like these objects are really tapping into my channeling. So you chose the, oh my god, you got the cherubs. Oh, this is such a, I just feel like there's so much character to this little dish. So you guys are a character, okay? Almost gives me this energy of, Spirit just said that people want to write books about you. You're unforgettable. So when, like I said, when people come into your life through some sort of experience, they will never forget you. They will never forget the impact that you have on them. Some people even want to write books about you. Some people will like always reference you throughout their whole life, because you positively impacted on them, okay, in a profound way. Like, you may have saved them from some disastrous boyfriend, or you just save people from them having to go through something a lot worse, okay? But yeah, so there's a little cherub here, which is beautiful. So you could look like a little cherub. For some reason, I'm like, I'm going towards your like physical with this, okay? I feel here that even though you're an old soul, and it's really interesting, because usually old souls look so angelic and young and like just like an angel. So I definitely feel like your looks are a little bit deceiving. Like yeah, that's why I said, like, people listen to the words that come out of your mouth, or your insights and stuff, and they're like, what? So you may look very youthful and young and angelic and very beautiful. And I'm not surprised, because I'm looking at the Page of Wands here. Another young energy. I do kind of sense that's you for some reason. Sometimes cards here will tell me who I'm reading for. So let's have a look. Let's get some more information about October. Let's see what's happening. So we have the Page of Wands, which I feel like is you. By the way, these are called the pick-me cards, the cards that are faced up. They want to be seen, so I'm going to tell you them. They're like the dominant energies in October. So we have Cancer, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the 10th house. 10th house is coming out a lot here. It's about your career. So career could be at the forefront in October. Responsibilities, achievement. I just feel like this is your reputation. And that's what it says. Like, you're a king. I mean, you're sitting on your throne. You're placing orders. You could be stepping up to like a higher position in October. people may ask more of you just because of the person that you are, okay? You are, oh my God, you guys are so good. You're like the, oh my God, you're like the bosses or the leaders or the people that people can trust. You're also going to be able to, you're going to be working harder. I will say that. All right. If you want a break, no, that's not happening. October, you're going to be almost, I feel, put in a position where you're here to show what you're made of. Okay. I think if some of you guys want to advance in your career, October is the perfect month for you. Just, yeah, I'm not saying like prove to your managers or prove, just trust yourself that you can do a good job and apply yourself and put your head down. And I think people are going to be like, oh, wow, look at that person. Look what they're doing. We need that person. But I am getting trustworthy, reliability. I'm getting far out. Why is Capricorn coming out? Oh, just because Capricorns are like that. I just get that energy in Capricorn. Like you're making some hard decisions, I feel, also in October. About your job, by the way, because 10th house, career, I'm hearing. Also, 10th house is your career, but there is going to be achievement happening. We have fame, we have purpose, we have authority figures. I feel like you are an authority figure. So if you guys have been in the, just like, you know, in the crowd, you're not really standing out, October is where you're going to be thrown on the stage or thrown in the spotlight or being visible in some way, okay? We also have the Page of Wands that says venture. So there could be something that you're starting in October, like a venture, which kind of gives me the idea that you're starting maybe a project or you're got your attention on maybe something that you're creating here with the Page of Wands. And Wands is inspiration. It's like fire. It's like, I have a creative idea, let's put it into action. It gives me that vibe. And then it pays off. Like if you put the work into something like a hobby or whatever it is that you're working on, it's gonna really advance to being seen. Reputation's gonna change in October. But it could just overall mean that your job situation is just going to improve. Let's keep going. Let's get some more. We do have Cancer here, which is feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgia, protective, intuitive. The Cancer is interesting. It's giving me a different message to what it usually is. And I guess I can tell you now. It's giving me this energy that you guys are looking good. Okay. I don't know why. I'm sensing like you're just really well put together. Like if you guys want to clean up your physical, and when I say physical, I mean maybe make more of an effort in what you wear, how you have your hair, maybe put some makeup on. If you don't put makeup on, maybe experiment with your image or your body or your style or the way that you express yourself through your clothes, okay? Some of you guys, if you, for some reason this is coming through, I know it's very specific, won't have to be for all of you, but if you guys want a different hairstyle, go for it. Like there's something here about changing your image up, especially when it's next to the 10th house. And it's going to prove to be very successful for you, or you're going to really like it, or it's the image where you're like feeling confident. It's like, oh, wow, this dress looks so good on me. I feel like a different person. Okay. And it boosts your confidence. And then it's like, wow, okay, people are seeing me differently when I wear this, or people are changing the way they see me just based on a different outfit that I'm wearing. It's really interesting how that can happen. But let's keep going. Let's have a look at the cards. We have the Hermit, introspection. Interesting. Gives me I know what that means. We have the Child, nature. Such a similar colors here, the greens. Okay. We have a number sequence here. I'm going to get a few other cards before I tell you the messages. Your higher self. Oh, wow. Well, this is very spiritual. Oh my god, people are gonna be envying you. I knew it. And then we have the 4th house. Okay, let's go here. Let's go with the Hermit, introspection, and the 10th house. Okay, so the Hermit is Virgo energy. But there is this, like, I always read the energy of the cards, guys. I don't always read what the meanings are. I always follow the energy first. And the energy of this card immediately, it was like this seriousness. There is this feeling of, I'm not mucking about, even though it's next to the Page of Wands. I think the Page of Wands, I know that's you. But you really have your mind on something, or you really have a vision, or you really want to complete something, or you're really doing what is required. But it's almost like you're doing what is required and beyond. You're going beyond, and people are noticing you, noticing your efforts, especially at work, okay? You may be laying low under the radar a bit, but in October, you are being recognized, okay, and appreciated. And so you should be, pile number 3. Then we have the child nature. Friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Oh my god, the animal spirit card came out in pile number 2. I'm not going to tell you to go listen to pile number 2, only if you want to. I for some reason, it really bothers me when tarot readers, like, I listen to so many pick a card readings. I can't be a pick a card reader if I don't listen to pick a card readings. I just, you know, that's, I have to be the listener. I have to be you in order to do my craft here. But I always sometimes, like, most of the time, I just get annoyed, and it must be something that triggers me when they say, read another pile, or go to that pile, or because of this, or something similar. I just feel like there's one pile. I feel like there's one pile. If you chose that pile, there's something in there. But I can see, you know, if you want to get another message from another pile, so be it. But I just have an issue with tarot readers trying to tell you to go to 2 or 3 piles. Like, it doesn't make the message that special, you know what I mean? Or that, like, personalized or intimate, or you might as well just not pick a pile, if you get what I mean. Okay, that was my rant. I'm going to stop now. All right, so we have this beautiful, beautiful energy. This is such a beautiful energy. It's, like, so different. It's so contradictory to the 10th house. The 10th house is sort of serious, hardworking. I'm going to get the job done. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to get in my feelings. I'm going to use my logic. I just get that kind of vibe. And then you have the child nature, which is like a compassionate, empathetic, can listen to animals, you know. Animals will speak to this girl, and she can just read the energies of very sensitive energy, okay? So that's puzzling me. That's really, really, really puzzling me. Oh, I know now. I know what it is. This is what you're going to be given. People are going to be wanting to nurture the skills that you have, wanting to preserve the gifts and the talents and, like, what you're all about. Oh my god. Like, they're just going to want to, like, give you a metaphorical hug. I don't think your employers or your bosses are going to give you a literal hug. I don't know if I don't sense that you guys like hugs. Or you may be a little bit touchy, some of you. You definitely give me that vibe of, like, even though you got the Page of Wands, you do give me that vibe of, like, a resting bitch face, and, like, people are like, oh, I'm not going to touch you, but I know that you're, like, my best employee, so just stay with me and just try to put a smile on your face. But even if you can't give a smile on your face, that's okay. We need you. You like, hold the fort down. That's the vibe I'm getting. So this is the other people's energy, which is really nice. They really respect you. They really want to nurture what you're all about, keep you on the team. Your friends, your friends, like, it's interesting because I feel like your friends are really affectionate, or your friends are very in your face, or it's like, it's giving me that Wednesday Addams vibes, you know. She's just like, And then she has her friend. I can't remember her name. Wednesday Addams' friend. I just feel like that's the attention that you're going to be getting, which is really beautiful. Like, people respect you, okay? That's what I'm feeling in October. Then we have the envy. So people do, I feel like it's not the toxic envy. I just feel like people are like, wow, I wish I could be a little bit more like you. In the inspiring way, I sense, okay? Wow, you're getting... It's almost like I'm giving you a, hyping you up. That's what people are doing in October. Then we have the 4th house, your home, the roots of your being. So your home may be a big focus. If you have children, I just see a little baby's hand there. Maybe that's part of your responsibility, okay? Maybe you're juggling home life, family life with your work. Okay, but you can do it. Like, there's going to be nothing that you can't work through or accomplish in October. I think you may even get a reward, a raise for all your hard work. There's just, yeah, I just feel like people are applauding you. You may even get some heartfelt words from your partner if you're in a relationship or if you're married. Like, you know, I think they really look up to you. They really cherish your loyalty. Like, you guys are loyal as hell, I swear to God. Like, if there's any issue or anything that comes in terms of your family, far out. Anyone that messes with your family, like, this is a channel I'm getting at, they gotta watch the hell out. And I just got like ringing in my ear, like weird ringing. Always pay attention to my ears, because whatever I say, spirit will put some sounds in my ears. Yeah, far out, guys. I'm like, I feel like I'm just hyping you up. And friendship, psychic ability, Archangel Haniel is with you. Friendship, think your friends love you. I think you would also, you're a really good friend, by the way, okay? You treat your friends like your family. And if you don't have good family relationships, like, this is about relationships that you consider as family, that you would do anything for. Like, you're just like that one friend. I always keep referring to my friend that I have, who's just like the best friend ever. Oh God. It's interesting about the psychic ability. I just think, you know, you may have psychic bonds with your friends in October, or people that you consider as really important people. And maybe that kind of helps you. I just feel like you look after people. You look after the people that you love so deeply. Good on you. Like, wow. Hostilities, conflict, unrest. What are we talking about? I told you there were going to be some sort of conflicts in October, but you're going to work, you're going to get through it. Look at this lady. Does she feel threatened by the conflict that's going to happen? Look, I feel like that is the conflict, and she's just there. She's just there. She's like, I've got it. My hands are in the air. She's sitting in a really weird position. Well, not that weird, but she's got this untamed beast where she is not going to get like attacked. You know what I mean? Like, she's got this tough situation under control. You've got it. Like, I think after October, part number 3, you're really gonna realize your strength that you have, like your inner strength, because you're gonna be needing your inner strength in October. But something you can't handle, like, I think you really like I said, you're going to be praised for it. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be thanked. I'm going to get some intuitive messages. These messages are just going to be like general messages, or anything that we've talked about, or whatever spirit wants to share with you for October. So let's see for part number 3. Spirit just like gave me a vision of reading books. So some of you guys are avid readers, or you are being encouraged to read some books. Interesting. All right, you have the most intuitive messages. Let's have a look. What does Spirit want to share with you? create a new morning routine that has you being more productive in your day. Okay. I think it has something to do with your responsibilities or something that you're going after with the venture. Like if you're going after with something or you want to do something, you have to have like a routine, right? You got to schedule your day, schedule your time. Someone thinks you're perfect for them. They fantasize about you all the time. I'm telling you, it could be a friend. But yeah, there's people just like hypnotized by your energy in October. People, you know, respect you. Forgive them and let them go. Okay, so that's an interesting one. There could, like, this is giving me like cutthroat energy. Like you guys are like, if something doesn't work, like I did a reading on this in my Instagram. It was like, you guys, what makes people unforgettable? And it just like instantly I thought of that when I looked at this card. You guys get rid of what doesn't work for you, doesn't help you grow, isn't part of your destiny. You're not afraid to say no. Here Spirit is kind of just saying, just have more of a gentle touch. Like just, yes, say no and get rid of it with the let it go, but forgive. If someone has done something that isn't the best, you know, that's hurt you or isn't right in your eyes, just forgive them and let it go. Okay. Don't go down the path of revenge or trying to prove them or teach them a lesson. Don't do that. Okay. Just let it go, right? Don't give up. Rewards are on the way. Yes, rewards are on the way. Higher self. I just feel like that's like a higher position. You're going in a higher, like, freaking hell, your life's like glowing up. Don't give up. Rewards are on the way. Yes. Like, I think your whole self-image is changing here with the Cancer. By the way, you could be a Cancer. Past. Oh. On the Envy card, people in the past that used to know you are seeing what you're all about right now through maybe social media. They're stalking you or they cross you in the street. You may bump into people of the past and then they see you and like you've cut your hair and they're like, whoa, you look so good. And like you've got a new attitude to match your new hairstyle. Yeah. The past may come back in October, but I think it's nothing that is gonna like come back in your life to stay in your life. It's just maybe like a realization of how far you've come. Sometimes people come back into your life. Like I had my friend who used to be my best friend. Oh my God. We're like 1 week apart and we were best friends. We met when I was 4 years old and we were actually born in the same hospital. And then she came in my kindergarten class halfway through and I was friends with her way up until like 5 years ago. I made that decision to cut that connection. But a couple of weeks ago, I was in my hometown and I saw her at the train station and I was like, oh, did I just see her? Was that who I saw? And then I froze and I was like, I'm dealing with my mom's funeral. I just don't have the energy to bring that drama back into my life. I just don't want to. But why the hell did I see her? And then I put it out to Spirit. I don't know why I'm telling you guys in this reading, but I put it out to Spirit. I was like, okay, she's going to catch the train. I am meant to get the same train as her. If I go down now and get on the train and I see her, then I am meant to talk to her. Then I am meant to let her know everything. I'm meant to bring her energy back into my life. So I like hold my breath. I went down the elevator. I got onto the train and I did not see her. I went through 3-4 carriages and I still did not see her. So I was like, okay, I was not meant to invite that energy back into my life right now. Okay. I'm not going to say never, but it felt like a test from the universe. It kind of felt like my old past coming back to kind of really test me on whether I want to indulge in who I used to be. And I just felt like it was such a powerful moment in time. And I think when you do I think you're going to meet some people of the past. And when that happens, really just sit and see how it feels. And just really think to yourself whether you want to go back. Because I don't sense here that, I think you've grown, and I think you don't want to, like, you were an old person back in the past, okay? I just don't think it's gonna help you in October, but things from the past will come up to test you and to see whether you've really learnt the lessons or whether you've really grown. Yeah, it could also be past people that you've lived with in the past, just because it's on the 4th house, which is your homes, your roots. But yeah, pile number 3, what a fantastic reading. I love your energy. I am going to leave it there. If there's anything that resonated, feel free to leave a comment. I love your feedback. If you like my energy or the style of my reading, make sure to subscribe for future readings.